Good afternoon, everybody. So I've been long due to send these voice notes on contentment because I've been busy. So today I actually tried to create time this afternoon now to quickly drop 3 or 4 VNs concerning contentment, while each day we go into the different subtopic under contentment as we usually do. So contentment is said to be a state of happiness and satisfaction. Contentment isn't an excited kind of happy, but it is more like a peaceful ease of mind. We go again to define contentment as the period you are satisfied and okay with your present condition, regardless of what you were actually aiming or what you are looking forward to or what seems to be going on around you at that period of time. You still have that spirit of gratitude and that spirit of satisfaction in you. That is contentment. You're not actually happy with the present way that you are, but instead you are finding reasons to count your blessings, even though you are in that present situation. For example, you are in a house, you have the money to be paying house rent, but whenever rain falls, a place in the house leaks. Instead of blaming God that if I actually have enough money, I would have packed out from this house. I keep complaining to my landlord. I keep doing this. I keep doing that. They don't seem to come. It's not their fault. If I have money, it's not my mate that is living in Lekki. It's not my mate that is living in Abuja. But if you are someone that is contented, you have contentment, you would know that, okay, there should be a situation, there should be a solution to this problem I'm facing. Then you go back to think, instead of blaming God because you don't have money to move out to another apartment, you would thank God for even having this in the first place. Because we have many people, we have kids that are innocent, that are on the streets. We have market women. Once that rain is about to start like this, you see them using tarpaulin to cover their markets, to sell and everything. They're already wearing the waterproof clothes and they're still trying to sell, even in the rain. But you are in your shop and you still have one thing or the other to still be complaining. Or you are in your house, you are selling online and you are still complaining that my mate not collecting shop. See Tade now, she has collected the shop, she did CEO chair, she did table, she did this, she did that. I'm just here selling online. What about people that don't even have the opportunity to sell online? People that were not born into a rich family to understand what social media means. All they know is Amasha Akirin, can we hawk? They hawk. They don't know how to use phone, even if you give them the phone, because their upbringing, they were not brought up in a place that has enough social standard. But you had the ability to sit, to think, to start a business, to own a capital, to sit in your house and use your phone to connect with people, so using social media and everything, and to sell. But yet you're not showing enough contentment. You still prefer having a shop. So when you have a shop, it is normal that you will not even still be okay with it, because you are never contented. You will still be aiming for, are there not some people that own a shop inside plaza? Why is my own shop by the roadside? Then you start looking for what is not lost. And that is going to be the beginning of problem in that person's life, not having contentment. Nothing can satisfy you. Someone without contentment. That is why you will see some people. They will say, your husband is rich. Why is she cheating? The husband is rich. The husband is giving you money. The husband is giving you what to do. Just because he is not always at home. And it's not for stupid reasons. He has to go and work. You saw his kind of work before you married him. But lack of contentment. Lekon is there to have your time when he's earning normally and he still loves you and spend. But you prefer Richard because he's extremely rich. You have seen it that this guy will not have time. Even in the relationship, he hardly calls you. So you were still letting Lekon to hang around. At the end of the day, you married Richard. You marry, then you now start feeling that pain of loneliness. And what will lack of contentment make you do? You will start cheating because you want attention. You want someone that will be at home. So lack of contentment, it destroys in a lot of ways, apart from between you and God, even between you and human. So by the time your husband is not available, but he's giving you money, they start looking for other ways to make themselves happy. But a genuine person that fell in love with this man, being a busy person, will know a better way to go about it. That person will be naturally contented. But a woman that does not have contentment, first of all, will not even know how to talk. And the more they will be chasing the man away. Before you know, everything they have will collapse before them. Then they will not be running. One witch has done something to them. One witch has done. Contentment lays a very good foundation. If you had stayed with Lekon that was earning a bit and taking care of you, do you know what will happen to him the following year? Anybody's story can change. But because of Ojukokoro, lack of contentment. So please, let's check ourselves. In any way we are having lack of contentment, let's talk to ourselves. Stop it. Stop it. So let's pick one vital important reason to be contented. Being content with your life means that you are satisfied with what you have and who you are. instead of comparing yourself to others or wishing you had a different life, or you feel you're living a life that you can stand behind. When you are contented, you will never compare yourself to anybody. Comparison brings fall. Jesus Christ, you don't know what this person is going through in their life. You don't know what is hidden. You don't know their pain. You don't know how they succeeded in having that thing that they want to have. You don't know if that thing that you see that is making them happy is even making them cry. All you know is you are comparing yourself. Like I made an example the other day when doing comparison. Okay, it's your graduation day. You are happy. I'm a graduate. You are happy. Then somebody passed you by, a very small girl. She just finished her master's degree. And you're looking at yourself. What am I even celebrating? At 30 years, I'm just having my BSc. What kind of thing is this? Look at this small girl that passed now. She can't even be more than 25 years old. How are you even sure in the first place? That is where comparison brings problem. How are you even sure in the first place that the person you saw is lower in age compared to you? But you see, you look, you judge. This person cannot be more than 24. She already has master's degree. What am I now celebrating? BSc. This life no just balance. And that immediately will seize your happiness. It will seize the spirit of gratitude in you. It will seize the spirit of thanksgiving in you. Before you know, you think yourself as an empty barrel. You think about yourself as someone that cannot make it in life. It derails you. It brings you to zero level. When you cannot give thanks for this one, God will abandon you. No matter the fasting, no matter the praying, God will abandon you. It is what we also do. It is what I can also do. I'm giving you 100 naira today. You cannot even say thank you. Or you said the thank you because you're like, your face, you are saying thank you, but your face is showing that you want 100 naira, you leave for me. Next time, do you think if I have 20k to spare, I will even give you? Is what we can also do to our fellow human being. So why don't you act right before our God, our creator? You have forgotten that there was a time in your life that you were trying to get admission. You have forgotten there was a time in your life that you had to stop your education 200, 300 level because you don't have payment to pay. At the end of the day, God saw you through. You are a graduate. That person, don't envy that is just celebrating masters. You don't know that person can die at 30. That same 30 that you said, me now I'm just doing BSc. Look at when I was in secondary school. God, I'm not making jest of anybody. I'm only using this to talk to people. I have mates that died. Imagine what the parents will be feeling whenever I go to my parents' house. When they see our set, they'll be like, if their daughter was alive or their son, they will also be married and have grandchildren like this. But you are still alive. You finished secondary school. You finished university. At the end of the day, you are alive. You are good. It might be that your life is just starting at 30. From there, you get a dream job. From there, you can. In fact, you can have a. You are possible to have a better and meaningful life than the person you are comparing yourself to. So let's act right with the spirit of contentment. You got married to somebody. You did a parlor wedding, but the man loves you. You feel you love him too. You are in between. You are like, men are this, men are that. By the popular words they use online, men are scum, men are this, men are that. Okay, but you don't want to leave this one because he does not have money, but he treats you right. He does this, he does that. Okay, he finally goes to marry you. He respects you. He cooks for you. He takes you out the way he can. He supports you. Okay, then you start comparing yourself. You start comparing yourself to your friend Nkechi that married someone, then they went to go and do destination wedding. Then you start asking yourself, this life no balance, so she gets to it. Why me? The stupid question they ask themselves, why me? Why you what? Do you know what Nkechi is passing through in our relationship? Do you know what Nkechi has sacrificed? Do you know what destiny Nkechi holds? Who said yourself and your husband will not accomplish good things? Who said there is late comer when it comes to God's blessing? The moment you understand that you should be happy in any condition you are, then you are on track with God, because then you know God. Because worry will never do anything good to you. You know what worry will do? Worry will keep you in one position. Worry will make you not to have gratitude. If you don't have gratitude, you can't give thanks. If you cannot give thanks, if you don't have gratitude, you don't know God. If you don't know God, you cannot pray. If you cannot pray, you just be in one circle. And if you're in one circle, the devil will come. When the devil comes, he start giving you advices. Why don't you go and do money ritual? Why don't you snatch your friend's boyfriend? Why don't you do this? Why don't you start stealing? Why don't you start Yahoo? Why don't you start doing this, doing that? So please, let's watch it and let's be very, very careful. Let's open to the book of Matthew 6:25. Matthew 6:25, please. So Matthew 6:25 says, I tell you not to worry about your life. Don't worry about having something to eat, to drink, or to wear. Isn't life more than food or clothing? Look at the birds in the sky. They don't plant or harvest. They don't even store grain in barns. Yet your Father in heaven takes care of them. That is bird. Aren't you worth much more than birds? It says, can worry make you live longer? Why worry about clothes? Look how the white flowers grow. They don't work hard to make their clothes. But if But I tell you that Solomon with all his wealth wasn't as well clothed as one of them. God gives such beauty to everything that grows in the field. Even though it is here today and thrown into the fire tomorrow, God will surely do even more for you. So why do you have such little faith? I would like you to go and read this passage, please. Matthew chapter 6, verse 25 to 34. It says, don't worry and ask yourself, will we have anything to eat? Will we have anything to drink? Will we have any clothes to wear? Only people who don't know God are always worrying about such things. Your Father in heaven knows you need all of this. But more than anything else, put God's work first and do what He wants. Then the other things will be yours as well. Don't worry about tomorrow. It will take care of itself. You have enough to worry about today. Hallelujah. So did you hear that? Do not worry. Worry will do nothing for you but to keep you stationed, to keep you at one point. What is life throwing at you? Do not worry. Now, I'm not going into worry as a topic. That will be for upper week or next week. I'm still on contentment. When you are not contentment, this brings about having less faith, and of course worry will set in. But let me tell you something. Do you know how to be at peace? Be contented with what you have. You know when the faith of a Christian is actually faith? Not when things are going well. When things look shaky, when things look like they're not going, like things are not going well. But you know that you have a Father in heaven. That is faith. How do you have faith in your doctors? You're not fine, you have malaria, you have typhoid, you have this, but you lay down there, you allow them to give you different kind of injection, you allow them to set drips, you allow them to do things. Is that not because you have faith in them? So why don't you just relax and release yourself to God instead of having the spirit of lack of contentment, not being contented with what you have? Know that there is no condition that is permanent. Know that everybody you are seeing out there, they have one battle, one struggle, they have gone through before they become something that you are seeing. And how about I tell you that it's not all of them, it's not all that is gold, all that glitters that is gold. Some things are forcefully achieved by some people, but when you see them, you start to question yourself. This is the problem. You're not contented. Why some people, the level of contentment, the level of not having contentment is so disgusting. Like the ones I've said. You run a business online, you are still angry at God because your mates are having a business on the road. They are welcoming walk-in customers. Or how do they say it? You're saying if you have walk-in customer now, you have more people that are working, you have more people from online, that's double money. Do you know how many people that have done that business and that's crashed? Yours is online and you're still making money. So why are you not contented? Why are you not believing God that you have a business that is thriving? If you don't have a business that is thriving, you'll not even think of having a working store. You're not even happy that your business is thriving online. People are not seeing you, but they're believing in you. People don't see you, but they have faith that you deliver what is nice for them. Why don't you just sit down and be on that, meddle on that, and thank God? I'm thanking God that each time I open my phone that I want to sell, that I want to start today's business, it will kick off. Have contentment. Have contentment. The store you are shouting about, the store. Where Lolo Mabeshi? For your own nurture, you can also read Matthew chapter 6, verse 32 to 33. You can also read 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 23 to 28. You can also read Philippians chapter 4, verse 12 to 13. You can also read 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 6 to 7. To worry means we do not trust God. The key to overcoming our spirit of lack of contentment and lack of faith is to find out who God really is and to cast all our anxiety on Him because He cares for us. We do not have any problem with God. God is our comforter. He's our comforter. So if there's anything you wish to achieve, work on it, work towards it, but don't let that one forget the things of the past God has done for you. Remember, you even have life in the first place. Remember, you can carry your hand and you can lift it. You can carry your leg and they carry. You can carry your hand and they carry. So why will you not be contented? Why will you not be contented? Please, let's fight against the spirit of contentment. It's not only towards you and God, towards you and people. Please, towards you and your relationship, towards you and your marriage, towards you and your parents. Some people will look at their parents and even curse them. Look at you people. Look at my friend's parents. Look at them. They have 2 cars. They have 3 cars. Look at where we're living. Since all these days that you have given birth, we can even complete our roof. Don't talk like that. Be thankful. Some people don't even have parents. Some people were orphaned directly as they were born. Father had died before they were given birth. Mother died on the day of delivery. They never met their parents. So when you look at the structures of life, you always have one reason to be contented with whatever life throws at you. So I beg you in the name of God, let's do it right. Prayer is the master key, but not only prayers. It's not only prayers that open door. Like I used to tell you, there are some things we also have to do as Christians. There are some things we also have to do. Imagine praying from now till tomorrow, burning all the candle and all the incense, beating all the soap from different prophets, but you don't have the spirit of contentment. How will your angel walk with you? How will your angel walk with you? You don't have the spirit of gratitude. You are always worried. So please, let's watch it. I pray God continues to be with us and fill us up with more wisdom and knowledge and understanding to do what He expects of us. Amen, in Jesus' mighty name. So thank you so much. If there's anybody that wants to talk to me, my DM is opened. Even if for now I may not be so online, but I will definitely come online and reply. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening. God bless you all. Amen.